Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to the ITV Math Show. Guys, we are on fire in studio. This is preparation for Math Paper 2 Grade 12's 2015. Before the break, I let you off. I said, today you had homework to do. Previous episode, I told you you had a bit of a break. Don't think you're going to get a break every day. We're starting here. Sine half x plus cos half x all squared is equal to 1 plus sine x. Now, common sense. Which is our more complex side? Left hand side. So let's get started. Left hand side. So we've got sine half x plus cos half x all squared. So now this year in algebra, I want you to know this. In algebra, forget about everything else. Let's go to some algebra here. Okay, we know if I've got a plus b all squared. Right, forget about that. We're now talking about a plus b all squared. How would we do a plus b all squared? How would we remove the brackets? Now, I showed you guys in the chapter on quadratic equations how to square a binomial. In grade 12, you should be knowing this in calculus. X plus h all squared would be a squared, we square the first, b squared, we square the second. We need one more term in the middle, multiply and times by 2. So a times b, ab times 2 plus 2ab. So understand the concept. Square the first, square the second, multiply the 2 and times it by 2. We're going to be doing the same there on that side. So let's go back here to the right hand side of the board, left hand side of the equation. So now square the first term. So let's square the first term. We're going to get sine squared half x. That's the first term squared is sine squared half x. Let's square the second term. Plus cos squared half x. We now need to get our middle term. So we're going to multiply the 2, there's it, multiply the 2 and times it by 2. Multiply the 2 and times it by 2, plus 2 sine half x cos half x. There we go. Now, we've expanded the bracket. What do we know about sine squared of an angle plus cos squared of an angle? Sine squared x plus cos squared x. Sine squared a plus cos squared a. Sine squared half x plus cos squared half x. Yes, you're right. The answer is 1. Plus, look at this. Does that not remind you of something? Does that not remind you of, and let's go a little bit up here. Let's go a little bit up here. Does that not remind you of 2 sine x cos x? Now that is my double angle. If remember my formula, 2 sine x cos x is sine 2x. That's my double angle for sine. Now 2 sine half x cos half x is my double angle. So it's sine, there we go, 2 sine x cos x is sine 2 times your angle. In this case, my angle was half. In this case, your angle is half x. Right? In this case here, your angle is 1. Remember, here it's only 1. Here it's half x. So what am I left with? 1 plus sine. 2 times half is 1. 1 plus sine x. And what is 1 plus sine x? My right hand side. And there we go. Okay, boys and girls, that's the way we do it. We use our normal algebra, look for your identities. Remember I taught you guys the acronym ALI. It's done in 2 parts. Step number 1, algebra. Step number 2, identities. There's the algebra, there's the identity. There's the algebra, there's the identity. And there we go. Sine squared half x plus cos squared half x is 1. 2 sine half x cos half x is sine 2 times half x, which is equal to 2 times half is 1. So it's sine 1x, which is sine x, which is equal to your right hand side. And there we go, boys and girls. We are now done with the next example. We're now going on to the final example. The next one is quite tricky. I hope you've taken this one down, and I hope you guys are mastering these notes. I hope you guys are practicing on these questions. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Remember, the pace in the show is heavy. The pace in the show is fast. Why? We are at the end of the year already. You cannot expect me to stand from here and say, boys and girls, sine 2x. God, we might as well cancel the show. Guys, you need to be online. You cannot disconnect now. You know what they say? If you're using WhatsApp, don't DC now. Stay online. Let's go.